What's going on, YouTube? I might as well go ahead and get this video off of my chest while I'm still thinking about it. So, earlier today, I came in contact with a hood rat chick. But she wasn't your everyday run-of-the-mill attitude right off the drop, ratchet type of black female that looks like she hates you as soon as she looks at you. She was one of those more laid back, hi, how are you, floozy, polite type of hood rat chicks. And this encounter is going to play into the title of this video. So longer story short, let's just say I was on the wrong side of town. I had to run a couple of errands up in the Chicagoland area, and I was in one of the south suburbs of Chicago. And anybody who knows anything about Chicagoland knows that like 90%, if not 95% of the south suburbs from, Richton Park all the way over west to Naperville, all the way as far north as Riverdale, right before you go into Chicago, is mostly black, right? So, I'm running some errands, and I figure on my way out of town, headed back home, down where I live, I'll stop by and pay a phone bill. So this is one of those, because usually I don't fuck around in black neighborhoods for good reason. When I made this decision to stop at a phone store for my carrier, it was in a black neighborhood that I was familiar with, that I actually grew up around, but let's just say it's not the same place as it was when I grew up in it and grew up around it as it is now. Okay. And there was proof of that in the pudding when I pulled into the parking lot, and right behind me, there's like 5 police cars, surrounding this fucking nail salon. And I'm thinking to myself, okay, what the fuck could possibly be going on at a fucking nail salon? And then I see some Negroes in the back walking around real fast and jittery, like they're nervous about something. And and the police look like they're looking for somebody hiding in the dumpsters. And I'm thinking, okay, well, this is typical. A lot of people don't realize that a lot of the shit that happens in the inner city, I don't know about other communities, but it tends to spill out into the suburban areas around the city where you have a predominance of so-called African Americans. So I said longer story short, but obviously I just made the story longer. So I'm headed into this store because I don't feel like, going all out of my way, to a white neighborhood, which is where I usually go simply because it's safer. Not because I like white folks more. It's just because it's safer. It is what it is. So I stop at this store. I figure I'll run in there right quick, pay my bill, and then jet out of there. So I come in there and I see this hood rat chick. She has the pink ponytail weave, and she's in her little company uniform, and I'm instantly just inside of myself. I'm looking down at the floor. I'm rolling my eyes like, you stupid motherfucker. Why didn't you just go to Naperville? Why? But then, as I'm thinking to myself, you fucking idiot, to myself, here we go. Ratchet black thought with the attitude for no reason. Then out of her mouth comes, hello, sir, how are you? How are you doing today? And I just snap like, what the fuck? What the fuck? Huh? Who's talking to me? It can't be this chick in front of me, so it must be somebody behind me. What the fuck? Who just said, hey, how are you like that? And so I'm making eye contact with this girl now, and I'm like, cause I just want to confirm that it's her, cause I'm so y'all know how these black females are. I'm so used to these chicks. As soon as they see a Negro, they get a motherfucking attitude for no reason at all. I'm just like, but she was unusually pleasant and kind and polite. And what's more, she was kind of cute. I'm not gonna lie. She was a cute little hood rat. And what I tried to explain to Negroes is, because you have a lot of Negroes that are of the mentality that, black women as a collective are physically unattractive, physically unappealing, ugly, fat, and all of that shit. That's bullshit. There are beautiful women and there are attractive women in every race group, okay, including black. Once again, I don't have to downgrade. When I see a black female that's physically attractive, I'm not going to tell her that shit, you know what I'm saying, 9 times out of 10, but, I will give her props, just saying to myself, okay, the bitch is pretty. You know what I'm saying? That don't mean that I'm just gonna go fawning all over myself just because she's pretty like a lot of these dumbass Negroes do. No. I could give a fuck less because I know what's behind that physical attraction. And then I've also explained that there's a difference between being pretty and prettied up. Okay? A lot of people, like certain Egyptian trolls on here, are prettied up. As I and several other people have proven over the course of the last week. But seriously, she was cute and she was pleasant. Now these are two components that you normally do not get with the black American female. Unless, of course, you're a white person, and more particularly a white man, but that's a subject for another video. So, she's in the middle of a black neighborhood and she don't have an attitude with Negroes. You know what I'm saying? All kinds of bums right outside, like she's one of these chicks that's unusually pleasant. So, I guess she did what she was doing what she called charming the customers, right? And so, I'm like, okay, cool. So, maybe she actually knows how to do her job right and provide, good customer service. Okay, fine. Okay, it's a fluke, but I'll take it. So I pay my bill, you know what I'm saying? And then she continues talking to me. I'm like, this is awkward. This is very awkward. Because, I'm not looking particularly like the type of Negro that these chicks mess with. You know what I'm saying? And so, she's asking me about my day. I tell her, some issues I'm having with a service vehicle of mine. And she's trying to give me tips, even though she don't know anything about mechanics. And she's being really friendly. And at the end of it all, she gives me a business card saying, they have some type of promotional deal, and she comes around the desk to show me something, right? And she's getting all close to me. Now, let me explain something to y'all. And again, just be patient, because this is all gonna tie in, okay? Now, everybody knows what Brian Solange thinks about the black American female, okay? Me and her got nothing in common. We ain't got nothing to talk about. It's done. It's over with. I made that clear on Obsidian's stream the other night. It's zero, zilch, X'd out. X marks the motherfucking spot. So when I encounter these chicks, whether they have a good or a positive attitude, there's nothing that I really want from them. Now, that's not saying if they offer me something, I won't necessarily take it. But like I said, I said, there's a slim possibility, there's a slim possibility that I may wind up married with a black woman and children. But the odds of that shit happening are slim to none. Why? Because I'm not looking, first of all, the female would have to be above and beyond. She would have to be above and beyond for me to even fuck with her. All right? Let alone, you know what I'm saying? You talking about shit like marriage and having kids and all that. It would have to start friends with benefits, and I have to know that chick. I would have to know that chick from the inside out. I'm not just jumping on the first, little, Murder She Wrote, freaking Housewives of Atlanta, cute weave wearing black female that I see. Okay. But she's coming all close up to me, and so I'm picking up off of her that she does this with all of her male customers. See, let me explain something to you, and a lot of black men, a lot of men, period, don't seem to be able to grasp this. When she got close to me, okay, she's cute, she's being pleasant, even though she had the pink ponytail weave, cute, pleasant. That combination is attractive to a man. I felt my hairs begin to raise. I felt my heart begin to race. Let me explain something to you. That's not being a simp. That's natural. Okay? That is natural if you're a heterosexual male. It is natural to get that feeling. It's not necessarily about your dick getting hard. It's just like, it's a natural, you know, um, connection that you have even without touching a person. It's a natural connection that you have with a member of the opposite sex. It was designed that way, okay, to encourage the reproductive cycle through sex. Okay, so that's natural for for me to feel that way, for any man to feel that way. I could say, to hell with these hoes a billion times, and a black female is cute and flirty, or charming, comes up to me, and I'll strike up a nice conversation with her. That don't mean that I'm jumping head over heels or getting on my knees with a freak, getting ready to put a damn ring on it, right? So I'm thinking, so while I'm in this mode talking to this chick, there are several thoughts that are going through my head. Like, is she trying to play a nigga? You know what I'm saying? Is she do something else outside of this for work? You know what I'm saying? Because she's like going above and beyond what I would expect for what do they call them? Those cell phone store associates. She's the only one in there working. Y'all been in them stores, and she's going above and beyond this. But I know that I'm not the only one that she's doing this with. See, another thing that you have to understand about females, whether they be black, white, or whatever, because of the way we are designed as human beings, and because of the strong allure of a female, you know, to a male, to a heterosexual male that likes sticking his penis in females, okay? A woman that is pleasant, a female that is pleasant and cute, even if she's the type of chick that you wouldn't mess with, her getting in close proximity to you, her even looking at you and smiling at you, okay? If you're not experienced, okay, if you have not conditioned yourself, if you have not programmed yourself to look out for what I once heard on a movie called the Local Honey Trap, okay, what will happen is she can make you feel like you're the most important man, the most important person in the world. She can make you feel like you're the only person that she's ever charmed or played like that. Like you're the she's interested in you and only you. And when she gets you to that point, if she's able to connect inside your mind like that, okay, she can get almost anything out of you. Why? It's not because, necessarily because you're mentally making a decision. It's because subconsciously, okay, she's been able to manipulate and take over a part of your subconscious, okay, simply because you are designed to like and want to mate with females, okay, and be attracted to females. All right, that's natural. And a lot of these, this is why I'm saying, trying to help you understand, not all hood rats act the same, just like not all of them look the same. Okay, you have some hood rat chicks that, they're laid back, they play the date. They're play the date type chicks. You know what I'm saying? Where they'll be all nice up in a dude's face. You know what I'm saying? And then the next thing you know, they got his money. You know what I'm saying? And may have a couple other things on his ass. Just cause a female smile in your face and she's all nice, striking up a friendly conversation, that don't mean that she's the one. That don't mean that you should ask for her number. Now, I'll be honest with you. When she came in close proximity to me, like I said, my hair is raised, my heart started beating, and I'm thinking to myself, man, this chick seemed easy. Maybe I should ask for that number because she all up in my grill. I didn't come to her. She came to me. Right? And so she's showing me how to do something on my phone that I actually already knew how to do. But I went ahead and let her explain it to me. And then at the end of it, we having a friendly conversation. Before I knew it, you know what I'm saying? We was giving each other a hug. And I'm just thinking to myself, wait, I don't know this chick from Adam. And I'm giving her a hug. But that's just how pleasant she was. But it ended with that hug. And then there was like a brief pause there after she handed me the business card talking about the promotional deal, and after she showed me what she was going to show me on the phone. And there was a brief pause there where it was like, fill in the blank. That was the point where I was supposed to be the man and ask her for her number. You know what I'm saying? But see, this is the key difference between me and most other black men. Okay? This is where I'm stronger than a lot of niggas. It's just the truth. It's just the truth. Because I have seen, I'm not saying that she wasn't genuine, okay? But I mean, I'm looking at her. I know she got 2 or 3, if not 4 or 5, children by 2 or 3 baby daddies around the corner some damn place. You know what I'm saying? I saw her talking to some younger Negro before I came in there. You know what I'm saying? Like her and him, they were standing right next to each other, and then he was just leaving as I was coming out. So I know that this is one of them type of females. More likely than not, she plays niggas to get what she wants out of them because she's used to black males in her environment, and she knows that a lot of them are pussy whooped, and they think with their dick and not their brain. You know what I'm saying? She's used to them hitting on her. Plus, she's cute. You know what I'm saying? And she's pleasant. She's gonna get what she wants out of a man. Okay? Men except me. You know what I'm saying? Did you draw me in just a little bit? I ain't gonna lie. Like I say, I'm a heterosexual male. I'm attracted to females. But see, I am well versed. I'm well conditioned. I'm well programmed. I'm well trained, self-trained. Okay? That's why it was completely hilarious to me when the Egyptian troll, the idiot, was talking about how she could break every single black male YouTuber in half. Because she thinks that she has this game. She thinks she has this power talking about all black male YouTubers talk shit online. But in the real world, she would take us for everything she has. See, that's what lets me know that this Egyptian troll, she's not really how she acts online in real life. She's probably the exact opposite. A lot of people will find this hard to believe. She probably is the exact opposite. Okay? And in part, it's because of Egyptian, people like the Egyptian troll and some of my former black female neighbors and black females that I've been in relationships with, that I know that when that thought comes, when you have a female that seems like she's extra flirty or extra friendly, and she's all up in your grill, like all close to you, like she's letting you know it's okay to touch, or she's making it seem like that. And we're going to get to that in a second. Because that relates to the video, the title of this video. That's that's the dangerous area, what I call the danger zone. Okay? That's when you say, hold up, stop. Stop, stop, stop. Okay? Think about what happens next. Because what happens next is going to determine everything that comes with it, that comes after the fact. See, this is where a lot of these men that are getting caught up in this Me Too campaign bullshit, including Bill Cosby, this is where they fuck up. Let me tell you guys something. Bill Cosby, all these other guys, they're trying to make it seem like these guys are predators. Okay, and see, this is why I know this whole Me Too feminist stuff is just a bunch of feminist propaganda bullshit. Because I'm gonna tell you exactly what has happened to these men. Okay? And you notice they're only going after certain types of men. Okay? Journalists, actors, producers, politicians, right? CEOs. They're only going after men of power and influence. Okay? Men that have a commendable, respectable track record. And now they're trying to flare this Me Too campaign bullshit up again. Now they feel emboldened by the conviction of Bill Cosby, and now they're going after Tom Brokaw. How you gonna wait 10 years after this dude then retired from NBC, and now you want to go after him and make allegations? What, you want to throw an almost 90-year-old man in prison too? For some shit you claim happened 20, 30 years ago? I mean, come on. See, this is what happens. And I want a lot of you brothers to listen to this and think about this. They try to make it seem like these men are just dragging these women into offices or luring them into hotel rooms and just ripping their clothes off or drugging them and raping them, or they come in for a professional interview and the guy, he turns instantly into a perv and gets all touchy and feely. Now I have you in my dark corner, my dark room. I'm going to lock the door and no one can hear your screams. No, that's not what happens. That is not what happens. You can't fool me. A la Kanika Jenkins, you cannot fool Brian Solange. I am a master of understanding human behavior. I'm going to tell you exactly what happens to these men. The same thing happens to me, happens to them, as has happened to a lot of us brothers, as could have happened to me today. What happens is they encounter females, okay, in a lot of cases that are extra friendly. Think about this. What man of stature, think about this. What man of stature and note do you know? Especially one who's, in the media, in the entertainment industry and has a image and a name. What man do you know is going to jeopardize that by messing with a female or trying to strong arm a female into having sex with him that is mean, and she's, kind of coming off with her body language that she doesn't want to be bothered. She's not interested in any way, shape, or form in this dude. It's strictly business. Or she not even business. She don't want to be bothered with this dude at all. What dude do you know is going to take a female in somewhere and rape her? No, that's not what happens. That's not what happens. These females, okay, they're coming off the same way this hood rat chick with the pink ponytail came off with me. They're coming off, nice, kind, polite, cordial. They in a lot of cases they approach the men. You know what I'm saying? They get in close proximity to the guy. They're talking to him, they're schmoozing him. In a lot of cases, they even touch the guy. I've had females come right up to me and not like they're not touching, like grabbing me or nothing, but like they'll lightly pat you on the shoulder or touch your back or something of that nature. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, at the end of what happened, I gave this hood chick a hug. I don't even like black females because the allure of a female, especially an attractive female that's acting pleasant, that don't mean she is pleasant. Okay? It would not surprise me if the Egyptian troll was like this female that I encountered today. It would not surprise me if she was like that in real life. See, it's just like David Carroll explained in the rabbit hole that he made last week. Okay, what most men see is the cute, attractive, kind, petite female that he wants to stick his dick in front of him. What he's not thinking about is the clown. You know what I'm saying? Hidden demon personality and agenda and sinister personality trait that she has hidden underneath with that giant butcher knife that she's holding behind her back. Now, I'm not saying that that's the case in every case when you encounter a nice, kind, petite female. But I'm saying in a lot of cases, it is. It's the goddamn truth. And y'all know exactly what the fuck I'm talking about, even if you don't want to admit it. Okay? Even if you don't want to admit it, you know of what I speak is true. All right. So what's happening to a lot of these men, I'm thoroughly convinced of this. They're encountering females that are floozy and flirty and what do you call it, vivacious. I don't know if that's the correct word. And they don't seem to have a problem with personal space. They'll get right up in your grill. They're always smiling. They're communicating without saying it. They're communicating. And see, don't let these victim card playing females, in this Me Too campaign and elsewhere, talking about how the dude did this to him or that to him, and they just went in there for an interview or a meeting. Don't let them fool you. These females know exactly what they're doing. They're not just being nice and kind and friendly and the guy took it the wrong way. They know exactly what they're doing. It's one thing I've encountered, okay, customer service people, okay, that are nice and friendly, right? Asking me about my day. That's one thing. But when a female comes around the corner, gets right up to you, so damn close, I could feel her breathing on me. I could feel her body warmth on me, even though we weren't touching. That was how fucking close she was. And she's showing me something in my phone. You know what I'm saying? And she's painting pictures in my mind of how soft her body is and all this shit, right? They do that shit on purpose, bro. I'm telling you. They do that shit on purpose, yo. They do that shit on purpose, right? Because they know what you thinking. And they learn this shit from an early age. Most young females, black, white, whatever, they learn the power of pussy from a very, very young age. Unfortunately, some of them in hideous ways against their will, but that's a subject for something we're not going to talk about right now, right here. But y'all understand what I'm saying, okay? She wasn't just being a customer service representative that was trying to make employee of the month, okay? She's one of them females 9 times out of 10 that play niggas, you know what I'm saying? That gold dig off niggas and get what she want off niggas, you know what I'm saying? Probably to help, feed her babies or whatever. I'm just telling you, all right? I've 10 years ago, I would have left out that store 10 years ago thinking that, I actually had something. I would have asked her for a number. She probably would have gave it to me. You know what I'm saying? And like a fool, I would have called it 10 years ago. But nowadays, me being a seasoned 32-year-old black man that is well experienced in the ways of these femicunts, I was able to walk away from that situation without giving it a second thought. Okay? And she was probably left thinking, what did I do wrong? Now, she's not worried. I'm not saying she was disappointed by it. She may have been a little disappointed. Whatever she was up to, because she was definitely up to something. Okay? But, it's for every one dude to turn her down in an area as black as the one I was in, there'll be 100 dudes that'll turn her up, if you know what I mean. And I'm sure that she makes a lot of money on the side. I'm sure that ain't the only thing she's doing for work. And I'm sure she don't have to give it up in most cases to get what she want out of dudes. Y'all should see this movie. It was part of the Fast and Furious series. I think it was Too Fast, Too Furious, like the second or third one that they made. And there was a scene in there where this white guy, he was like a corrupt CEO of a company or something like that. And he was like this rich millionaire dude. And that actress, Eva Mendes, she was playing like his girlfriend, but she was an undercover DEA agent that was looking to get him, on some charges. He pointed to Tyrese Gibson and Paul Walker when he was still alive. He took them into a club because they were undercover too, trying to catch this guy in some dirt. And he owned this club. And he had this undercover police officer that was on his payroll. And the undercover police officer he had a police detective that was on his payroll that was off duty in the club that was not connected to the undercovers that were in the club with him. And he pointed to the off-duty cop that was sitting at the bar, and he had one of his pimps send over some like half Asian white bimbo to sit and rub on the back and start flirting, talking with the off-duty cop. And he was like, look at the he was like, look at the prostitute or whatever over there with so and so. He was like, did you know that just 5 minutes of her time and she could get anything she wants out of him? And see, that is the danger that a lot of men fall in for several different reasons. It's not always the he raped me lie, or he sexually assaulted me, or was involved in sexual misconduct. In some cases, it's getting you caught up, getting pregnant on purpose, right? To have a baby just so she could string you out on child support, lying like she's on the pill, and you be so hot and so lost in being seduced by her, you actually believe that shit and be dumb enough not to put a condom on. You know what I'm saying? In some cases, it's to set you up, to lure you into an area to get jumped and robbed. That happened to a lot of niggas on Backpage.com. They want to complain about all the females that was working as hookers on Backpage getting robbed and shot. There was 3 to 5 times more Johns that got robbed and shot, vice versa. Okay? It could be any of a number of reasons, right? But in the end, she has some type of agenda where she's looking to take from you to add to herself. And I think what actually happened in a lot of these cases, including the Bill Cosby case, because you notice they didn't go after Hugh Hefner. Richard Gere, that actor Richard Gere, I told y'all about him. He's a known womanizer. How many females has he groped? Shannon Sossaman, Patricia Kane, what's her name? Old girl, Shilpa Shetty, that Indian actress. How many women has he groped? As a matter of fact, I think his second wife divorced him over that shit. Ain't nobody accused him of shit. Harvey Weinstein ain't on trial, right? But they want to go after an 81-year-old old man. You got to ask yourself, why is that? Why is that? See, what happens is these females that are accusing these guys of this is their payback. This is their revenge for not getting out of being whores, whatever they were looking for. See, they were cool. They were okay with these men, touching them and talking to them and having sex with them and whatever else they was doing with them. They were okay with it, right? Because they knew they were with men of power and influence, and they thought they was going to get something significant out of it. So they were acting all friendly. I mean, are you serious? Do you know how many women approach? These men ain't got to lure no woman into their fucking room. No, Bill Cosby ain't got to drug. Are you drug or what? Are you serious? Think about this for a second. This is Bill motherfucking Cosby. He's rich and he's famous. He has to drug a woman to have sex with her. Do you know how many hoes this dude, even now, as an old fart, do you know how many hoes this dude could have? Are you serious? He could go in any country. Bill Cosby could go in Saudi Arabia. He could go in Yemen, Afghanistan, and get pussy. See, this is why I know this is bullshit. These females are approaching these dudes, these Hollywood men. Okay, these men in the news media, these men in politics. They're approaching them and they're offering themselves up without offering themselves, right? Just like this female was at this damn cell phone store. She was offering herself to me without offering herself to me. But I didn't take the bait. Unfortunately, a lot of men, including Bill Cosby, they take the bait. Matt Lauer, Tom Brokaw, Harvey Weinstein, I'm pretty sure too. Okay? Because you got to ask yourself, why would this female go into a hotel room with an ugly motherfucker like Harvey Weinstein in the first place? That big troll face looking Jew. Why would you go into a hotel room with a dude that looked like that? I wouldn't go into a hotel room with a dude that looked like that. Are you serious? I wouldn't go into a hotel room with that motherfucker. Think about that for a second. Why did they go in the hotel room in the first fucking place? Why were they at Bill Cosby's crib in the first fucking place? Just like, why were those little boys over Michael Jack? No, we ain't going there. Scratch. Never mind. But you see my point? Why were they there? Why were they at the private residence of these people? If they so damn innocent. If they such damn victims. Right? What kind of sense does that make? Ain't nobody having no damn meeting at their private damn house or living quarters. In a private hotel room. That's something that you go and sit down at the coffee shop and do. Or do at the damn office with other people in the damn meeting. I'm telling you. It's called the honey trap. And a lot of men have fallen for it. In the past, admittedly, including my most recent prior relationship, I fell for it. But I wised up. And I vowed that that would be the last time I fell for that shit. A lot of men, they go through their entire lives falling for that shit and paying for it in dividends, in consequence, time after time after time after time. Y'all better wise up, because there's a war that is brewing, that has been raging, and is getting bigger and worse, that is on the horizon. And you better see these females for who and what they are. Now, I think that little young chick that looked like she was maybe in her early to mid 20s, I thanked her for being kind and polite to me. And like I said, we gave each other a hug. But at the end of the day, I walked away with that. I walked away from that. She said, I hope you visit again. I'm thinking to myself, I won't. Don't worry, honey. Because I know what she's up to. I know it. And I know if she doesn't get what she wants out of it, if she's not on some nefarious type shit in the first place, I'm going to hear and see a different side of this chick. Don't let them fool you. Beware. Beware of the tricks and traps of these femicunts. Unless you want to end up like Bill Cosby. Talk to you later, guys.